I have a few questions from my Facebook people. First of all, I mean, wow. When I said that I was interviewing you, the women just exploded my page.
That's hopeful.
And man, indeed it is. A lot of them had questions. One of them said, ask him if he likes to play mean jerk guys.
They are fun. If they're written well, they're the most fun, I must say.
This was an interesting question. You mentioned your son a few times. She says, his son is biracial. Ask him if he thinks we are now in a post-racial society, and what kind of world will his son inherit?
A world that will be lots of people like him, where it's neither black nor white, nor it's all a mix now, you know. And it's all organically. I see it as just a natural evolution, not a problem at all, and the way it should be. You know, we're all getting together. We're all mixing it up.
And I saw a lot of references to your wife. You got married later in life.
Much later.
But your brand, I usually don't talk about people's personal lives, but because your brand, your audience is so, a lot of them women, and you are a sex symbol. I think that, you know, it's kind of one of those things that you almost cannot ignore. So the question is, there were a lot of people that reported on the fact that when you got married. Did that affect you in any way, yes, career-wise?
We kept that marriage really tight. I was amazed that it even got out. I mean, it was in a remote spot. We didn't tell anybody.
Why?
Because I just, forgive me, but it's anathema when I see celebrities like put their weddings on magazines and on shows. You know, it's like, to me, it's like so gross. I'm sorry, it just is. And it's just private. I don't get anything out of having anything about my family or anything like that on a cover of a magazine or a newspaper or anything like that. And I mean, we did pretty well. Some photographer from National Enquirer, I guess, climbed up a tree from 2 miles away and got a shot somehow.
Unbelievable.
But it was pretty quiet, which is the way I wanted it. I feel like in the kind of world we live in now with Facebook and Twitter and everyone talking about everyone, that I find myself like trying to, in my own life, put a wall around it.
Was there any pushback that you got from the fact that you're in an interracial relationship?
Occasionally, you know, when I was in a play on Broadway 2 years ago, I'd occasionally get letters of outrage, usually from, you know, somewhere in Alabama or something. You know, don't come down here with your wife or some, you know. It's just, look, there's sick people all over the world, you know, and you just have to ignore them and hope they get better. The first 3 to 4 years of Law & Order, I think, were revolutionary in terms of TV. It was a New York show. It really showed the inner workings of the police and the district attorney, the Justice Department in New York. It showed New York in a different way. I don't think people realize that there are 17 million adults who don't have access to food, that 1 in 6 children are food deprived.